Right. So this is what are we playing? Knights Black Agents, Knights Slow Agents, Dracula Dossier, and this is session 20. So, without much further ado, there was a dreamlike sequence last session in which you dreamt or had a hallucination that you were running through Dracula's castle. Right at the very end, everything went white, and you woke up in a black site in Thailand. You know that because as you woke up, you were being woken up by Standish, who was unplugging you because she managed to break into the blacklight site. So it's kind of like 4 weeks later, and the end of that, essentially that session, was you breaking out into Thailand. But we'll roll that along forward, and you start in the safe house that Standish has set up in Thailand. So you're in a hotel, although this is I have no idea what hotel this is, but this is roughly the hotel you kind of wake up in. She explains took her 4 weeks to track you down, but she realised you'd got jumped. Took her a week or so to work out how to use Roddy's computer, and then to see if he had a trace on you, and found that one of the phones you were carrying has a secret identity set up using Find My iPhone, and she was able to track you to Thailand and to this site. She says she used a sleeping gas to dump into. She chucked in some sleeping gas, which she'd made up using some household materials, and she googled and used some chat GPT to work out how to make the sleeping gas. Managed to get it into the ventilation system and knocked everyone out. And was able to walk in, grab the keys, and get you guys and get out again. So 4 weeks have passed since you initially did your recce at Dracula's castle. You're not 100% sure if you actually made it to the castle or you were jumped and knocked out as you got out the whole of the Danube, if that makes sense. So if you remember, you were in the other dimension. You crawled out through a gate, ended up at the bottom of the Danube in a cave. You climbed out, binned off the old man that was with you, and then headed straight to Dracula's castle and did that. Now, it's a bit fuzzy as to whether you have been to Dracula's castle to do the recce, or that was part of that weird hallucination you had last session. And Standish is not sure. So what you don't know is whether Dracula is aware that you know where his castle is, or it's just kind of weird fever dream. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Remind me, who do we think kidnapped us?
Edom.
Yeah. Okay. And did we ever work out if there was any connection between Edom and Dracula? Or indeed, was there any connection between Edom and any of
You
the...
think so, because what's his name? Marcus was an Edom operative. So yeah, you kind of think maybe Dracula has some kind of connection. or he's running it, but certainly there is a link.
Min, can you remember whether we have got any idea if Edom seemed to be supporting Dracula's clan? Didn't we find that they were keeping samples of everything? But have Edom specifically targeted the other factions?
You don't know, but you haven't had much dealing with Edom
No,
per se. You've broken into some of their facilities, but you don't know much about Edom. You know you got a sheet of paper with some hierarchy set up, but you didn't actually investigate any of Edom.
No. But we do know Dracula has basically been targeting the other factions, don't we? Because he hypnotized most of us to deal with at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know then.
Well, what I'm wondering is, did we have any leads here in Thailand that we wanted to follow up on?
No, you.
Or is this just?
This is simply it's completely random. Neutral. You don't know anything about Thailand or why you would be brought here, other than it be obviously a really secure site, well, potentially secure site, and it's quite out of the way.
It is out of the way, isn't it? Blimey neck.
Standish doesn't know. She said, I just, trekked you to here, and then found a way to get you out.
Thank you. To say the least.
Are we inside a warehouse or something? Or is it just
No,
like...
it was a, what's the description? Where's the... It's essentially a cellar. I guess actually you could say it is almost like a warehouse, but it's the office section of a warehouse, and it's a cellar. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh. But how do we know we are in Thailand, actually?
Because Standish told you.
Oh, okay.
We're all right with Standish, or at least we think we are.
Yeah, you're pretty convinced because she was with you in the other world.
Yeah.
Whilst you had you all had hypnosis trigger. That finished once you'd done the job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And we cannot go outside? Oh.
Yes. Yeah. So you've got this. She's booked an Airbnb hotel room.
Brilliant.
On the 5th floor. There's food, spare clothes, everything you would expect.
I need some R&R. We need to freshen up and take a day.
Yeah. I feel like I've been through a time warp or something.
Yeah, you kind of feel very disorientated because you spent 4 weeks unconscious or in a lucid kind of drug-induced state. So she was able to wake you up and bring you out, but you are a bit doping.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I want to sort out before I crash out for a bit is getting some fresh garlic from, must be a market in town or something like that.
Garlic. Is garlic popular in Thailand?
Absolutely no idea.
If you Google it and it says it's popular in Thailand, then you can get some garlic.
I'll have a look. Who knows?
I know not much about Thailand.
No.
Right. So where are we going to find? Yeah, we need some rest, but also
It's a fundamental ingredient in Thai cuisine.
So yes, it's
Known
there's
as
loads of it.
atium, for want of a better
Okay.
pronunciation. So yeah, we should be able to get garlic fairly easily from the looks of that. Try and get a few bunches. I'm going to hang these up by the windows and doors.
Okay. Let's say, for argument's sake, Standish has already done that.
Okay.
Because otherwise you've got to get some money, go wandering around a market.
I was rather hoping that Standish had got money, but if she's going to be doing that anyway.
Standish does have money, but she's going to get you back to the hotel first, and get you settled. It's going to take you probably 24 hours to have stop your head spinning.
yeah.
Lots of coffee and kind of standing on the balcony, staring out into the sunshine.
Beautiful sunshine.
Probably going to have a good long shower and maybe seek out a Thai massage or something like that.
Yep, she's got a Faraday cage, so puts everyone's phones in the. I say Faraday cage. She's got a Faraday pouch that she drops everyone's phones into and zips up. So that kind of should mean you're not going to get.
That's not a bad shout. Well done.
Yeah, Standish is one of the better operatives, shall we say?
So we basically spend the day just getting.
Yeah, you spend a day getting to grips with the fact that it's been 4 weeks that you've been kidnapped, and she brings you up to speed with what's been happening in the world. No news on Dracula, or she doesn't know whether you went there or not.
Mm.
Any news on what's happening back in London with MI5 and?
No, so Slow House has collapsed, should we say? Rod is dead. Marcus is dead. Jackson is MIA. She hasn't contacted MI5. She's been running essentially a rogue mission just to retrieve you. Won't really know what happens to MI5 until you get back, unless you want to ring them up and ask. Yes, if you don't know how far the whole vampire thing has gone in with MI5, whether MI5 are compromised or it was just Jackson Lamb.
Yeah.
You don't know.
So
no.
So is there any way we can figure out if that was we hallucinated the
yes
exploring
so
of the castle?
You can Google the castle, Bran Castle.
Yeah.
Is it Bran Castle? Yeah, Bran Castle. You can get images of the castle. So yes, that all kind of plays out. You can get there is a choice information castle. Not a castle. Choice information booklet online, and as far as you can tell, that fits in with what you saw, what you believe you saw.
Smashing. And maybe that bit was real.
Yeah, maybe. Did any of us get injured or anything like that? I'm trying to recall.
No.
No, I think
right.
we got away with things there. Yeah.
You did get
So,
injured. One of the creature tied up had a pop at somebody.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was me. My
I can't remember.
health
No.
pool looks okay. I'm down 2 points of stability. But yeah, gotcha. Now what I was thinking is if anybody got wounded, then there might be some.
No. So any injuries that may have been there, or any lost. So essentially, this is a new reset moment. So all your points are back up
Yeah.
to what they were.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good to know. Including stability?
No.
No.
Or 4 weeks unconscious. No. Yes. I'll let you have all your stability back.
Okay. So, what do we reckon? Where do we go from here? We're still, basically, we know Jackson Lamb is basically Dracula.
I must admit, I'm all for going, arranging to get out of this place and heading back there as soon as possible. Try and finish the job.
So,
But then
Dracula's
again,
got.
we really need to know if he's there?
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
can't just assume that he's gone back there. He's supposedly the head of our department, so he could be back in the UK for all I know.
Well,
So that's the first thing. I think we need to try and.
we could go back to London first.
So
I can't
you're
think of anywhere else we might go. It's either Romania or London or.
well. So you found you're underpowered when you went in. So you could go and get some more armaments, or you could
Yeah.
tool up, as it were.
Yeah.
So is it Kirito? Rohit's character was the gun
It's.
runner from.
I think
Russia.
he's Nikolai is the
Nikolai.
character name.
Nikolai.
Yeah, Nikolai
Okay, so
Patori.
Nikolai obviously potentially has stashes of equipment, but that would be in Kaliningrad. So or you could go and find somewhere to. I mean, what would you want? Wooden stakes, flamethrowers,
Uh,
Yeah,
and
putting
some
you in
more
the mark there.
Grenades.
grenades. You could
Grenade
go.
wrapped in silver chain.
Yep.
Yeah. Put some garlic on it as well.
Yep.
Theoretically, some sort of incendiaries, or even a heavy frag grenade might do
So so
some good.
the accelerant in a flamethrower, if you were to add to that accelerant, not so much holy water, but if you were to add vials of garlic,
Yeah.
would that count, or would the
Because it depends if they're allergic to roast garlic.
yeah, but I think would liquid garlic infuse mix with the we'll say petrol, but the accelerant within a flamethrower? Does that sound viable? I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm burning to death. Oh, I can taste garlic. I'm burning to death, but I'm gonna also taste garlic. I'm not 100% sure if that would be,
I have
because
no
you
idea.
could put holy water in there, because I'm pretty sure holy water and fire probably doesn't mix as well as it could do.
You can use Molotovs, right?
Molotovs.
Sorry,
Molotovs.
Molotovs. Yep.
Yeah. And
Yep.
like,
Yeah. Essentially,
yeah.
you can use anything you want, assuming you can get your hands on it. Molotovs you can make. Probably not the easiest of things to.
We could get some. Maybe this is daft. We could get some super soakers.
Oh yes.
Fill them with holy water or garlic infused holy water.
Well, I was wondering about garlic infused holy water, actually. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we can convince a priest somewhere to bless.
As long as only one or two of us are packing them, because I think some heavy firepower will be more useful. But you can get a fair spray of water out of those things, so it's not a bad shout.
Yeah, I mean a super soaker could work. Like, I suppose you could
Okay, well,
use what are they called, Nerf guns, and soak the Nerf gun in garlic. Would that work?
I think it'd be better off spraying holy water than.
Does anybody actually know? Have we found out what garlic does to a vampire that puts it into the myths and legends category?
There's loads of. My favourite one is the peppercorns. If you drop peppercorns at a crossroads, some bizarre reason the vampire has to stop and count them. You're like,
Oh
well,
yeah,
that's
I've
just.
heard similar. Yeah.
Let's see. Garlic.
What they don't tell you is how fast a vampire can count.
Yeah. I gamed with somebody once, and he said there's like 50 dice. Somebody had rolled lots of dice, and he goes, "I got this." He looked at it and he went, "Oh yes, that's 72 or whatever." You're like, "Really?" And we counted them, and it was correct. He goes, "Yeah, I can see dice, and I can just count them intuitively."
Blimey.
Yeah, I saw him do it several times. You know, I mean, that's of all the skills to have. You know, there's a Venn diagram of really useful skills, role playing, and you're like, "Oh, mate, that ticks the boxes." That's like who is it? There's a Danish comedian who does QI, Sandy Toksvig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She is, when the Charlie Hebdo thing kicked off,
Right.
she became an expert on comedy and Danish politics, because I think she got a degree in Danish politics. She's Danish, but also she's a comedian. It's just one. It's one of the few times that Venn diagram. It's only me in the middle of that, which is quite funny.
Well.
So I'm looking for garlic. Garlic. What's that going to be? So yeah, I think holy water burns. Garlic's got to be some kind of. Yes, it's something like anaphylactic shock. I think.
Right. Okay.
So a good example, sort of a good example, is Blade when he uses garlic infused weaponry or silver infused weaponry. They just explode. But I'm pretty sure there's one of them in which there's a blob like vampire woman who's their oracle, and he injects garlic into her, and she just kind of explodes, as they all do, which is quite a cool thing. I can't even spell garlic. Garlic. There we go. Garlic weapon. That's 139. Let's see what it says. 6. So, garlic. Don't care about that. Allicin, the odorificin. No, not going to try that. Here we go. Liquid projectiles. The super soaker. Even the most powerful air-pumped squirt gun only shoots out to close range. Refilling it in combat is essentially impossible unless the combat includes a few minutes of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you've already pre-killed a vampire, the difficulty is 4. So metal, fire, wood, garlic. It doesn't actually say what the garlic does. Let's try a different 139.
Well,
I guess. I mean, so you're essentially going through your vampirology and googling vampire, googling garlic. Now it does damage, but it doesn't kind of specify what it does. Just that's pain, sunlight, dreads, compulsions, blocks.
I mean, we did have the garlic shotgun shells.
Yeah. So you had garlic shotgun cells, and you no longer have any of that equipment, guns and whatnot, because they were taken off you. You don't have them. In fact, you have no guns whatsoever.
Okay.
They wouldn't. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't kind of just let you have guns.
So, right. Well, so we don't know where Dracula is.
No, you assume. Well, Dracula's castle.
Yeah.
But
not necessarily, because he was also Starside. Was it Starside or
Starside? Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. Yeah.
And so he could be anywhere, really.
The last time you saw him was in the Ural Mountains in the gate room.
Yeah, before he dropped us into that white hole. So, well, but we wouldn't know where to start looking for him. So, sort of Dracula's castle is pretty much the only place we could think to start looking for him, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've got no way of tracking him.
Yeah. The other thing is, could they still be trying to track us, either him or his cronies?
Possibly. What you have got is obviously the Faraday pouch stops people looking using the phones.
We could expose those and see what comes to us.
Yeah.
That's another possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
so
I mean, there is that. There's that possibility. So you essentially sitting around farming ideas because you don't really know what to do.
Mm-hmm. We definitely can't go back to the UK and expect to buy weaponry. We need to get that from Romania.
Yeah.
So should we head to Romania and get fully equipped and prepared there, and then
So
hit
you've
the
got.
To be honest, I don't see why not.
and then hit the castle for real.
Yeah.
I'm game. Yeah.
So obviously you'd need to get there.
Yes.
Do you have money for that?
So yes, you have there is a usable credit card, and for argument's sake, Standish has some money.
Excellent.
Not in a few hundred, not
So
So you're what? Yeah.
if Nikolai
So-
has any contacts for weapons and whatnot in Romania.
So if you make a resources roll, pretty sure it's resources. It's it's either streetwise or resources.
So it would be D8.
It's D6 plus whatever you've got in resources. You can add to it. Different class of 4. Can't spell resources. R.
It's technical. So we got preparedness.
No, I don't think any preparedness is a possibility. Preparedness, safe answers. Let's go with preparedness. Yes, let's go through preparedness. Because assuming you are a gun runner, which you are making a minute gun runner in Eastern Europe.
What does network do
Network. So
specifically?
that's it. Network. That's what I was thinking.
Network, right?
Network is your I want to say circle of friends, but circle of people you know to get together, do things.
Oh, so maybe
so
that might be better.
Let me just
Yeah, I have 15 in network.
Wow.
So network. So you know people, you know where stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of.
Is it possible for us to use network then, Kevin, as a way of reaching out to people outside of our circle of agents who we would trust?
Yes. So I would suggest if you have a go at. Hang on, I can't see my glasses. Turn my glass off, can't see it. If you have a go, first of all, have a go at cash. So what? So preparedness cash. If Rohit's character makes a successful roll, then he has a cache of weaponry in Romania.
So,
Yeah.
so Rohit, you got to say how many points you want to add onto your dice roll.
Yeah.
It's worth sticking 2 or even 3 because your score to beat is your score to equal is 4.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah. So I essentially, if you successfully roll, then you have what we would call in Delta Green a green box. So somewhere in Romania you have a storage unit that you have stuff in, and we can worry about what stuff's in it afterwards.
yeah. So that would be 1d6 plus
1d6
3.
plus.
Yeah, that if you add 3, then you be certain to.
Yeah.
Certainly,
So
yeah.
that's 5.
Perfect.
5. So yes, in Romania you have a storage unit that you have some stuff in. Because you have stuff, quite a lot of stuff all over Europe. You're not 100% sure what you've got in there, but you certainly have sellable munitions.
That sounds great, that does, Nikolai.
Yes.
So now what you could do is you can use the same tactic using networks to see if any of you have a contact in Romania. This will be slightly harder for Nikolai. Sorry. No, what's your character called again? Not Nikolai, is it? I
I'm
just say
Nikolai.
Nikolai. No, you are Nikolai.
Yeah.
Nikolai. I don't know. Okay, let me write that down because Nico can't spell. So Nikolai has a D4 in this. Obviously, we've established he's got a green box there. But the rest of you, having a friend in Romania is quite high. So you got a difficulty class of 5 for that. I think that's fair. The chance of you having a Romanian contact is more unlikely than likely.
I'm just going to roll a straight D6. Oh, no, I don't know anyone there.
No.
I must admit, I was thinking more about reaching out to people back in the UK to try and locate Jackson Lamb, see if any of the people that I have on a trust list would be in a position to know his whereabouts. Somebody's got to. I just don't know what level.
Who do you think you would call? Because obviously you haven't got Roddy. Roddy's dead, so you can't use him.
Well, I'm just going to have to throw myself at the mercy of the system here because I don't know whether the network allows me to simply know people or whether I've got to know people to network.
And so network. Network is so network contacts don't just do things for you. They can also know things for you. So the example is George Smiley's great skill is he knows people who know where the bodies are buried.
Yeah.
So you might know someone from your old agency with good memory for case files, or a specialist in the university who briefed you, or a source you ran last decade who knows the whole Libyan armed smuggling scene. So if you can come up with a plausible reason why you might know someone in Romania that might help you, then you can roll for it and see if that
I'm not,
person still.
like I say, I'm not necessarily thinking of Romania. I'm looking at, let me think. I'm looking at Simon Fordham, who Jackson Lamb really gave a shitty time to at Slough House when he was under him a good 5 or 6 years ago. And as far
Yep.
as I remember, he made it his business to know where Jackson Lamb was at any particular week of the year. He may have some information as to where Jackson Lamb is at the moment.
Okay.
If only to write him a poison pen letter.
And the guy's name was Simon
Fordham.
Fordham. Okay. If you so two things. Obviously, make the networks roll.
One more quick question, Ref.
Yep.
Is it a case in this system of the higher you score, the better, or is it just about getting over the line?
Just about getting over the line. You don't get.
Just about getting over the line.
Yeah, it's not the quality of the roll. Just get over the line, drop down. Whereas in on a Major Secret Service, the James Bond game, you get 4 levels of quality of getting over the line.
Oh, right. Okay.
Rather
So, this is me reaching out to Simon Fordham.
So first of all, make the roll, and then you've got to decide how you're going to contact him.
Well, I've got 6 because I put 4 points from me networking into the roll.
But so yes, so you can contact him. The question is, how? Are you going to take your mobile phones out of the Faraday cage and ring
Nope.
them, or are you?
I think it's worth spending an hour or two in town and trying to locate a burner phone.
Yes, I mean you can buy one of those with $10 or 10 Taiwanese unit of currency.
Cool.
I'm not sure what the unit of currency in Thailand is, but yes,
No idea.
yeah, you can walk any shop, 30 quid burner phone, not a problem.
Is it baht or something like that?
Can't remember.
Either way, I think I'll have to just give him a straight phone call from memory.
Yes, it's baht. B-A-H-T.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, you wander into town, pick up a burner phone, and you're going to ring from whilst you're in town, or come back to the room to ring.
I think it's worth ringing from town, don't you? Even in a place like Thailand, I must be able to find a fairly quiet corner.
Yeah, that is doable. You can find a quite corner, an alleyway with signal, and you can make the phone call. So whilst that's happening, what are the rest of you doing?
Oh,
Or have you gone with him?
yeah, I think so. I mean,
You'd better, Min.
yes, absolutely. Oh,
You're sane.
Yeah. I don't know,
Nikolai.
like I'm thinking about maybe contacting someone in Thailand to get some help.
Right. So
Because I
given
have
you
really
are
good network.
randomly in Thailand, the chance of knowing someone in Thailand is much higher, because that is outside of your you
Usual
generally
sphere of influence.
you generally it's Eastern Europe.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say that's going to be quite difficult. That is a difficulty of 6.
Oh,
Because the chance of, because obviously you are in Thailand now, that would be too easy to say, oh yeah, it's just difficulty 4, you're going to know someone. So yeah, I think difficulty 6 is realistic for that.
What is it you're trying to do in Thailand then, Nikolai?
mm, yeah. Well, um, I'm trying to find someone who can help us with some ammunition, actually.
Sorry, ammunition.
Yeah.
So any guns you get in Thailand, you're going to have to get out of Thailand and back to Romania, which is not going to be as easy as simply
Yeah.
Yeah,
getting
I
to
wouldn't worry.
Yeah,
Mm.
because if you've got that weapons cache in Romania, then
Mhm.
we might as well.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you've got ammunition in there as well.
Yeah.
But
That's
no,
where.
trying to get stuff out of Thailand and halfway across Asia and Europe is not worth bothering with.
no, I mean, if you found there was a vampire cell in Thailand, yes, it might be worth it, but
Mm. But we don't know where the vampire is, right? But is it possible that he could be in Thailand?
Possible, but
Well,
we've got nothing to indicate
Mm.
that it is.
no, not so far we
yeah.
haven't, that's for sure.
Mm.
No, I
Yeah.
mean there are um, Taiwanese vampires.
Mm.
Hmm.
But or the Eastern myth, you come across one Eastern Far East vampire, which is the Penalagan, which is the head and the
The spinal cord
spinal thingy.
and some internal organs, if I remember.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Probably doing nothing then.
Oh, you could. Why not? Why not tag along with us?
Yeah. 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 I'll tag along.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's been good having
So,
you around, actually, mate. You've for Russian, you've been very useful.
Yeah.
so you're meandering around. You finally find a shop, a cell phone shop or mobile phone shop in Thailand, and you end up getting a burner phone. It's got £10
Credit.
£10 credit, and you
Awesome.
make the phone call.
I might just get a conversation out of 10 quid.
Yeah. So phone rings, bidding, 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 and guy answers the phone. Hello, what's this? I don't want any car insurance.
Oh, yeah, because I'm ringing you up to sell your car insurance, you twit.
Are you? Who's this? Who's
It's
speaking?
Louisa.
Well, it doesn't come up with.
No, it doesn't. I'm ringing off a burner. I'm in Thailand.
Okay,
I need your help.
right. Why?
Who's the bloke that you dislike most in all the world?
Mim?
Who's the second?
Struan, but then everyone hates Struan.
Oh, for God's sake, it's Lamb, okay? It's Lamb.
Oh, yes, Lamb, yeah. Not a
What
fan
did
of
I?
Lamb.
What did I do to piss him off?
No, I won't tell you. Listen, Fordham, I really need your help. It's
Okay,
worth at least an entire evening's piss up.
okay. What?
I need
What?
to know
What?
where Lamb is, to the best of your knowledge and ability, as of today or as close to today as you've been able to establish.
Okay, I'll have a look. And can I get back to this number?
Yes,
Wait,
but only in the next few hours.
Okay.
I could really do with you getting back to me within 6 hours.
I'll have a go. Let me see. Whoa. Give me 2 hours,
Even better.
and I'll see what I can do.
You're a crazy son of a gun, Ford, and well done. Catch you later.
Yep, catch you later. So you've given him the number, and he will come back in 2 hours.
So he says.
Yep.
Oh,
So in the meantime, what are you
let's
going
hope
to do?
Well, we can do some sightseeing in Bangkok.
Some street food.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so you have an amount of cash. And
As long as we can
Googling,
cover transportation out of the country.
yeah, there'll be some more money for that. So Googling what to do in Bangkok, there's a canal tour you can do. Obviously, there's the 5-star Bangkok Chao Pharan dinner cruise, half-day railway market and floating market tour of Thailand, the Backstreets tour, because Backstreets are back again. No, I didn't. Small group tour to, and I didn't. I picked somewhere I can't pronounce. Some temples, longboat tour, tuk tuk tour, more tuk tuk stuff. Temples at night, historical city of KYU. No, I'm not going to try that. So there's a lot to do. You could actually go sightseeing in Bangkok.
Oh, perhaps we
Don't
just
think
Why not?
you're too far away for Angkor Wat, aren't you? Don't think Angkor Wat's in Thailand.
I think it's Cambodia.
Cambodia.
But why don't we just start by walking along the street markets and, like Nikolai suggests, get some food and take in the
So you've had
sights, sounds, and smells, and
Mars bar.
and if we get tired of that, we can maybe do a little boat trip on. Basically, just kill some time. We're waiting for the guy. What's his name?
Oh, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon Fordham. Before your time.
I see.
I think we lost Kevin.
Have we?
Oh, he's still in the voice channel, but
Have I?
oh, there we are.
Oh, there we go.
What happened? Did Craig jump? Hang on. Craig leave? No, Craig's recording.
Yep.
No, I don't know what happened then. Maybe I lent on the cable. So yes, so back at the hotel are Standish, River, and Shirley. I think that's it. Yes, just those two extra were. So you've got 3 NPCs back at the hotel, and you 3. Oh, and I will say, for argument's sake, what's his name's back there? as well. Struan.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, there is a ping pong show. There's always a ping pong show in Pint Island. But you are meandering around, just kind of eating some nice food. Wander around for 2 hours. You have told the guys back in the hotel that you'll be a while, so they're not going to get worried. You're going to check in because they know you're going to get on a phone, and you're going to check in with a quick call every half an hour.
Right.
Yeah. So time passes, and the phone rings after 2 hours.
I hope to goodness this is him. Right then. Answer the phone. Stay quiet though.
Caller withheld. And it goes through a number of noises and clicks and stuff as it's trying to connect you from a distance. It says, hello? Louisa, is that you?
Does it sound
Yes.
like him?
You think so?
Yeah. Simon, what's up?
I have, I found his phone.
Okay.
It last pinged in, let me get the map up. He says, let's see. Where's mouse gone? Right.
It'd be like 100 yards down the road from us or something.
Yeah. It's actually behind you.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. He says, yeah, so it last pinged in Serbia, Belgrade, to be precise.
Oh, that's going to take a recap. I can't remember if we've got any leads in Serbia.
No.
But it's not far from Romania.
No.
Hmm.
Do we know when? Ask him when.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when? Simon?
4 days ago, and then it went off.
As in switched off? Off.
Yeah, yes. So there was a tower pinged in Serbia, and it went off.
And you've not been able to find anything since then?
No.
Okay, just remind me how many pints you can sink in a night?
Loads.
All right, I'll make sure I've got enough cash waiting then. I'll get in touch with you when I'm back in the UK.
Okie dokie.
Thanks very much for your help. Take care. Look out for yourself.
You two, where are you? What are you doing in Thailand?
Eating garlic. Bye.
Oh, okay. Bye. Phone goes dead.
Right. Well, Belgrade, Serbia. Well, for me, that's close enough to Romania.
I'm also a tad worried as to why he's felt the need to turn his phone off.
Could it be that he was traveling? That's why
Well, he's
it went off.
he's a consummate spy, so
Hmm.
you would have thought that he knows his way around and what to do.
It doesn't want that phone to be tracked. Is there any either that
Well, I've
or
got no idea why he's in Belgrade.
No, but with a little bit of Googling, you can see the airport's not far from a train station, and the train station is go straight to Romania.
Not sure who
So it's
found that out,
possible.
but good on you.
That's a very simple thing to do. You've got a burner phone. Actually, no, tell a lie. So your burner phone, you can only do this if you have a smartphone, because obviously you wouldn't have a maps on a crappy little phone. So the question really is, did you buy a crappy little phone just to make the phone call, or did you buy a phone with with a smartphone?
I must admit, I wasn't intending to buy a smartphone.
Right, so you don't know anything about train stations and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
You'd have to go to an internet cafe, or a how else would you do that? No, a library, internet cafe. You don't speak Taiwanese.
I don't think any of us speak Taiwanese.
No,
No.
not a chance.
You don't speak a language that you could use that is close enough. So it's possible someone in Thailand might speak
French.
no, don't know. Yeah, Indochina, Chinese, French. So yeah, Mandarin, French possibly because they were a bit handy on their English. There is it's not quite like Europe where everyone speaks English better than we do.
Got French on my languages.
So
probably not very good French, but
let's try
basic
languages spoken in Thai. Can't spell Thailand. Thai. There's an H. Obviously.
Jesus, there's 51 indigenous languages in Thailand.
Bloody hell.
Yes, some of them Chinese.
Yeah, so foreign languages spoken. English. What does that say? Let's see. What's the chance? It doesn't give you. How am I doing my own sign language? Sign language. Several villages have sign language. Oh, of course they do. I'm just trying to see if there is a. Okay, so what's that? It doesn't give a percentage. So 54,000. So there's around 323,000 English speakers in Thailand.
Gosh.
So 59 million people. So 323 divided by 59. Where's that calculator? Let's see if we can give you a percentage chance. So 59 59,866 divided by 323. 323 equals 185. There's 185 times. Shall we say there is a 5% chance, because I'm not doing the maths, there's a 5% chance that anyone you speak to might be able to speak English. I mean, of all the languages, as a second language, it is the language of business. So, you know, when Sean goes to China, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, and all of the other countries, and Chile, Colombia, everyone speaks English. He doesn't have to learn or have a translator because it's the language of business. So if I reckon there's a 5 to 10% chance of you bumping into somebody or you speaking to somebody that actually can speak English because it's part of their job. How does that sound?
Yeah.
So everyone you want to speak to, 10% chance. If you speak loud, there's a 15%. Slowly and louder. The slower you speak and the louder you speak, it's 5%. I was shouting in really slow English, and eventually he understood. Yeah.
More chance of attracting somebody from nearby that can
Yes.
detect a British person in dire need of another English
I
speaker.
say, you boy. I mean, you could go to the English embassy, probably a consulate, but then you are effectively telling people where you are. It's how much you want to inform the world where you are.
What
You've
if
already
we
told
go
us.
to like a restaurant? Like people in restaurant usually know
Yes, you
English.
could go to a 5-star expensive restaurant. The more expensive. I'm obviously the other option is to try and find an Irish bar.
Yeah.
Because how many Irish bars in Bangkok?
I think there's one in every major city, at least one.
Let's see what the internet says. Bangkok Irish bars. It's spinning. Ooh.
Ooh, isn't there McDonald's in Thailand?
Well, if you Google it and you can find, and there's a logic to what you're finding, yes. So there's no Irish bars. Appears to be no Irish bars in Bangkok. English bars? English bars. No English bars.
What were we
Is it?
wanting to?
Yeah. So, what's your end game for finding a place that can speak English?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Don't recall now, but
Yeah. We're doing something and I forgot why we started.
okay. Well, let's try and get back on the track of our objectives here. What we?
Oh no! Sorry. Yes, you were trying to find to locate a train station from where would you say? Where was it? A train station from Belgrade
I suppose we're wondering
to
why he was in Serbia,
Romania.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a smartphone, so you'd need to have access to some kind of internet, and that's where we went. We started off with that, and that's how we managed to
Okay, so there
go
must
down that
be
black.
internet shop. There must be one of these internet cafes.
Cafe.
Let's try it. Internet can't spell internet. Internet cafe. Yes, that's how you spell internet, clearly. So, Soy Cowboy? Is that one? Right, so there are a number. There's a list. It says the top 251 internet cafes in Bangkok.
Good Lord.
So there's at least 251 in Bangkok. So yes, the difficulty you're going to have is you don't speak the language, and it's picked. The Taiwanese language is very. It's not quite a pictogram, but it's not, the alphabet's not something you recognise. It's very squiggly, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's hard to, unless it says internet cafe. I reckon there's a 30% chance it'll say internet cafe on the outside, and you don't have Google Maps to go looking anyway. So, how do you propose to find an internet cafe in Thailand without a smartphone, without a common language, and without an obvious sign that says internet cafe?
Well, I think we need to if we're walking around the
Go up
food
to some
stalls.
young-looking people.
Sorry?
Go up to some young-looking people and
Okay.
speak in English. I don't know whether you understand English, but is there an internet cafe? And I'll do a little mime of tapping on a keyboard.
So first of all, make a percentage roll, and we said 5 to 10% would speak English.
Now then, where are we? That's the one. Now I want D100, the additional. Whoa! Depends which end of the scale your 5% was.
The other end.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah. So they're like, they look at you funny and go, they start giggling at each other and wander off.
Fair enough.
So
At least I tried.
So you can,
we can keep
before
trying.
this gets a bit boring, yes. So let's say after 10 people, after you've asked 10 people, it gets a bit tiresome. So you can make three rolls each, and then one final roll to see. You're essentially wandering around asking people if they speak English.
Yeah.
So make 3 D100 rolls each.
Go on,
You've made
Nikolai.
one.
I fancy your chances being a big butch Russian.
Just speak English. Oh no, mate.
Excuse me, do you speak Russian?
What is the
You want to do a D100? Yeah.
yeah, so 29? No.
Strike 2.
No, yep.
So
6.
Last chance.
Last chance.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So three
It is
chances
6.
so far. That's 4 chances. So no, that's 4 chances so far, and you're just shooting blanks. Nothing's happening.
1 min.
Okay.
Off you go.
No.
Yeah, the first one is a 4.
Why have you? Oh, I see what you've done there. Clever. Yeah. So he got 4 with his first roll, ref.
Oh, she's done 3. Okay, yeah. Let's add it together.
But you can see the rolls.
Yes.
Rolling 3D
Yeah.
100. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Nice one.
So, who have you asked? A young person or an old person?
Oh, it's probably a young lady.
She says, yes, I speak English.
Oh, very good, very good. We do wonder
Thank
if
you.
you could help us. We are looking for an internet cafe.
Internet cafe. Oh, okay. And she kind
Yes.
of leans to one side past you, and she says, "Oh, can you see up there where there's a green cross, flashing green cross? No, the flashing green cross. That's a pharmacy. Next to the pharmacy, there is a that symbol that looks like a on your phone, looks like a cross between a Bluetooth and a Wi-Fi signal. That's the Taiwanese symbol for internet cafe.
Ah, and it's
Brilliant.
next to
The pharmacy. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. I'm sure we can find that. I can't see the green cross, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So she says, "Have a nice day," and wanders off. So yes, it's about 20 yards, 30 yards away from where you're standing, next to a pharmacy. There is a symbol that looks like a cross between a Bluetooth and a Wi-Fi symbol, for want of a better icon. And as you get closer and you get past the pharmacy, it looks like an internet cafe, as you'd expect. A lot of flat screen TVs, computers, and a lot of guys in there on the computers.
Oh, we should have asked her to come with us.
Ah, too late.
Right. Well, now we know what the symbol for an internet cafe is.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be worth remembering for the not ever again visit to Thailand.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you say that.
So, right. Well, let's see if we can.
Anyway,
let's see if we can get some internet time here.
So it's easier to organise the internet time here, even though the guy. If you roll D100, see if he speaks English. Start with that. But you are essentially pointing and no, it doesn't speak English. But you're pointing to a keyboard and flashing in money, and he gives you a card with a password on.
Okay.
You sit down at the keyboard, and it's a QWERTY keyboard. Trying to make it harder for you. Type in the password, and you have got access to the internet for 1 hour.
well, hey.
All three of you are standing around the internet cafe.
Probably moaning about the heat.
Yeah.
What
All right.
do you want to do on the internet?
Looking for the train station, I guess.
Information about train services from between Belgrade and.
So yes, there is a where's my key? There is a train that runs from Belgrade close to Castle Bran. You can see there's an obviousness to going to the train from Belgrade through Dombretta to that place, eventually ending up in I'm going to say a couple of thoughts. You can get to Brazov, which is only around the corner from Castle Brad, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Quick Google of that particular place, and the train station has taxis and whatnot. So, yes, there is a logic to think that if Jackson Lamb went there, turned his phone off at Belgrade, and then took a train home.
Okay. Well.
Is there anything else you'd like to look at whilst you still have access to the internet?
Possibly flight times?
Flight details, yeah. Well, we want to fly direct to Romania, or do we want to fly another country and then travel?
Yike. I don't see
So
why
the
we can't go.
stash,
Oh, go on.
I'm going to say that to make it easier, the gun stash is in Bucharest.
Which must have an international airport, surely.
Yeah, Bucharest. Where are you? You're Thailand. Your problem is you're flying from Thailand. You need to avoid Ukrainian airspace, so it'll be not too much longer because you're lower than Odessa. So yes, you can fly flights from Thailand to Bucharest.
Dubai?
Phil, I wonder if there is a flight Bangkok to Bucharest.
Well, there would be a flight from Bangkok to Dubai and from Dubai to
Yes, yeah. I think you're
Singapore
right
and
there.
then Singapore to, yeah.
Yeah, Dubai is quite a hub.
Yeah.
Can probably get almost anywhere from there.
Oh, so yes, no, you can get a flight from Bucharest to Thailand for £418.
Well, gosh.
Not bad.
KLM fly. So yes, you can get. Yes, there is a flight from Bangkok to Bucharest.
Let's do it. Oh, is there anything else? I mean, there's nothing else we really need to do here, right? So we might as well.
I'm struggling to think of anything else, that's for sure, certain.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. So everyone in the safe house, not safe house, in the black site went to sleep. You escaped. So you're assuming they are potentially looking for you in Thailand. But all you've done is gone back to the safe house, which is some distance away, and gone wandering around for a phone. And you're now sitting in a internet cafe. So you don't know how switched on they are. So it could be the case that actually they're filtering, they're sifting through live footage of live CCTV to see if they can find you. But they probably haven't got a huge team. So you think you're okay for the moment, but you don't want to push your luck.
Do we need to send some emails to someone? Maybe inform something?
Not that I
Do
can
you?
think of.
think we probably
Logging into your emails might
probably not a good idea.
might flag up, flash up might set up a red flag.
Yeah.
As it is, you've contacted somebody and they've looked for you.
Yeah.
I think we just get ourselves over to Romania as soon as possible, really. We have what about the others? I don't know if we're on.
So they're all sitting back in they're essentially it would be mad to have all 7 of you wandering around together. So if it's just the 3 of you, that's just about doable. Yeah, so the other 7 for expedience are just sitting in the
Okay. Should we buy the flights here and now while we got the internet? But we're gonna have to enter our details.
Yes.
Presumably the money's in a certain account. We've got a certain card.
Yeah, so you do have a card.
Decide to us.
It occurs to you that if you do it now, then there are several hours between using the card and getting to the airport and then arriving, whatnot. However, if you were to, how would you do it? You would need to anonymize it. So,
you check on the times of the flights. You get to the airport within within an agreeable time frame, and then you buy your tickets from the airport.
Yes. So what you could do is you have false passports. If you get Shirley to do it. No, Standish, because Standish has already got here. If you get Standish to do it, she could go into a travel agents and buy $2,000 or $3,000 worth of Taiwanese currency. So you have cash.
Right.
Then go to the airport and buy the flights with that cash, because then you aren't you've laundered the money, for argument's sake.
Got you. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Standish goes to a nearby travel agent's using her Taiwanese language guide, and she manages to come back with. So she does 2. How many is there? 7 of you. So that is 1, 2, 3, 3.5. She'll do 4 travel agents and come back with essentially $4,000 in Taiwanese money, because you can only do a maximum of, we'll say, $1,000 per one. That will flag up that you have £4,000. She suggests taking a train from Bangkok to the next biggest city and getting a flight from there, because that or a bus, to try and, if anyone, once that's flagged up that these credit cards have been used to buy cash, the assumption will be, you're going to fly out of Bangkok because that's what you're doing. Then they start searching for flights out of Bangkok, and you're not going to be on any of them in the footage, because you've gone to a bus depot and gone to the next biggest town and flying from there. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little jiggery pokery. You spend a fair chunk of time, get the money, and then going to get the bus or coach to the next biggest town where there is an aircraft, not an aircraft, what's it called? Airport, yeah, clearly, airport. And you buy the tickets separately. You each go in and buy tickets rather than buy 7 tickets in one go. Going in as couples, singles, so it looks less iffy. And you fly to Bucharest.
Very good.
Flight takes a few hours. There's no stopovers, but it's a distance to get there.
Yep.
Okay.
A bit of downtime, but as you get to the airport and you're all you've got a small bag each with some clothes, which Standish organised, and you're going through the scanners, and it says get out to your phones and stuff. So you get out your phones that are turned off, and Standish gets out Roddy's laptop, puts it through the machine, which is kind of annoying. You didn't realise you actually had a laptop because nobody asked.
Yeah.
So you could have used the hotel's Wi-Fi and a VPN to do the same thing.
Oh, wow. Wish we knew that earlier.
Oh, who should have asked? She said. I did say I used his internet to find you. So, jump the plane. Thailand to Bangkok's got to be 8 hours, surely. And you take off. Montage you sleeping and drinking on the airplane.
Oh.
Eventually arrive in Bucharest 8 hours later, and I'm going to say it's the middle of the night because you haven't really thought about time zones and stuff. Middle of the night. The next day, and you go through departures, pick up all your luggage, and find yourself standing in the taxi rank in Bucharest airport.
Laiku International. Okay, so we now we need a taxi to the railway station.
Well, the lockup that has some guns is. I'm just trying to find a cool-looking lockup. That sounds good. Titan. So it's on a road called. It's off a road called Titan. Why wouldn't it be?
Mm.
Mega Image Titan. Supermarket. Oh, Titan's a supermarket. Oh no, it's near an underground station. So, little robotic school. So if you look on the map, EMAG Showroom Titan, that is going to be the safety deposit box. So you can get a taxi to where your guns are.
Right. Well,
It's
Right,
Eastern
we're in your
Europe.
hands, Nikolai.
I don't think it's going to be hard to communicate in Romania at all. So you find yourselves standing outside of the safe house. Nikolai, you have to turn your phone on to get the details of this particular safe box. But you can do turn roaming. If you turn the roaming off and turn Wi-Fi off as well, so it doesn't connect, because you're simply going to look at a Word document or a document that's on your phone that gives you locations, numbers, and details. Very straightforward.
Airplane mode.
Airplane mode. That's it. Put it in airplane mode, and you've got the details and the location of this particular safe box and the code to get in. Cut to the door, punch in the code, it opens, and you get into the corridor with all of the other little metal containers, eventually finding yourselves outside of X4223 safe box. Opening that up, and you all kind of get inside, turn the lights on, and you find in there, to make it easier, some inflatable beds, some sleeping bags, some gun cases. Nothing that is vampire hunting, but you find. So think of a weapon, and I'm going to give you I'll give you a percentage chance to see if it's in there. So handguns, yes, there's going to be handguns in there. There will be assault rifles and there will be shotguns. I think there'll be a 2% chance of a flamethrower.
Well, let's get that out the way.
Yeah. All right,
2%.
2% chance. Yeah. What are the chances you've actually? I don't think you. Yeah, 2% chance for a flamethrower.
Who's feeling lucky?
Yeah.
Is it are you rolling or?
Well, who
Well,
feels lucky?
I'll do it.
Go
I
for
don't feel lucky at all, but hey ho.
Piss myself up now. Oh, that's low.
Not bad.
No. So there's an empty no. So no flamethrower, but everything else. AK-47s, some shotguns, bullets. You can be fully tooled up. A flamethrower is harder to get access to. That's not something military grade flamethrowers aren't really.
All right.
Yeah, it's not something you can buy. So you think about the streets of New York or London, buying a gun and shooting somebody feels a whole lot easier than buying a World War II flamethrower.
Yeah.
However, if you fancy getting lucky, and you want to Google it to see if there is any World War II museums in Bucharest, it is possible they may have an old World War II flamethrower. But you'd have to break into the museum, steal it, fill it up, hope it works, kind of thing.
Were there any hand grenades?
Hand grenades. Oh, let's see. I'm going to say there is a hand grenades. Let's be generous and say there is a 50% chance of there being a box of hand grenades in there. That feels like something you might have in there.
Right.
Why
don't you roll?
Yeah. So
50, roll under.
D100 under.
So that would be
D100 under 50.
Under 50, right? So 100. Let's see. 81.
Oh, no.
No.
Too bad.
Oh,
No,
it
you
has
have
to be
no.
under.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So no, you have no hand grenades in there. You have machine guns, shotguns.
What about like a mini, what do you call?
Miniguns.
Laser.
No, a mini gas.
Yes.
Yeah, the gas burners or something like that.
So the gas burners, you can get the camping gas bottles and a gas burner. The handheld butane ones, they're like £7 off Amazon. Yes, you can have one of those. You could potentially have an oxyacetylene torch, although it requires two large gas bottles and a trolley, so that's harder to carry around with you.
Also, the flames doesn't extend
No,
much.
but you could go to the petrol station and pick up, 5, 10, 15, 20 litres of fuel and a couple of canisters, and you've got petrol
Yeah.
Yeah,
Molotovs.
we can make Molotovs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Improvised weaponry.
Well,
If you put, I think, if you put shampoo into petrol, it becomes napalm. I think it's shampoo. It's in the Anarchist's cookbook.
I thought it was polystyrene.
Polystyrene. Could be polystyrene.
That you soaked in petrol, but anyway, am I right in saying that any weapons we previously had, ammo, that's all gone?
That's all gone. Yeah.
Okay. So let me delete that. And can I take an AK-47?
Yep.
With how many rounds in a clip and how many?
AK-47. I want to say something like 32.
Yeah, I was thinking 32 round. So how many clips are there available?
Okay, so I think if you each have a look, you can find 1d6 clips each. So that allows you to find between 7 and 7 times 6. So if you want to make rolls for yourselves and then rolls for the 4 NPCs, that will give you an indication of how many so we do rolling total.
You want to make a roll?
Okay, so what's that? 4? Yep. So 8. So it's 8 so far.
Yeah.
Rohit?
Yep.
Yeah. So
D6.
that would be
1d6.
1d6.
Yeah.
Okay. 1d6. That is
So that's 14. Okay, so you now need to make 4 more rolls, which will be Standish, River, Shirley, and Struan.
Go on, Roger. Do you want to do 4d6? Oh, he's done it.
14. So that's 28 clips.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's plenty.
And they're full. So it's 28 times 32 for your AK-47s.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's plenty. So, well, it's like 8, almost 10 each, 9 each.
Yeah. I
Is
wouldn't have
that
thought
rocket
Standish
launcher?
would. Ooh, rocket launchers. What do we reckon? I'm going to say there is a 40% chance there is 1D for rocket launchers.
So under or over?
You decide.
Ooh, I would say over.
Over. So
Yeah,
that is 61 to 100.
yeah. 1D 100.
100.
83.
So yes, there is 1D6 rocket launchers. So roll 1D6. That's how many rocket launchers you have. These will be the American ones. Those are what are they called? They're one shots. So they're not. Or would
Right.
you have? No, actually, no. You'd probably have the RPGs rather than the American grade because you've got AK-47s. So 1D6 rocket launchers.
Okay. So we have 5.
5 rocket launchers. That's a lot. And let me see. Should I give you 1D? What sounds reasonable? 1D 10 RPGs.
Total.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
1D10 RPGs.
Okay.
Wow.
So that is 6.
Fucking hell. Okay. So,
We're gonna blow away the castle.
who needs? So 6 RPGs. There is 7 AK-47s with 28 clips, 7 shotguns, plus should we say a box of 20? Say 20, and 7 handguns. Times, what should we say? 5. No. 28 clips. Let's go with 28 clips handguns. So, no hand grenades, but you do have 6 RPGs, and we said 6 rockets, 7 AK-47s, 7 shotguns, 7 handguns. I will say, for argument's sake, the handguns come with holsters. Any other exotic stuff you'd like to think might be in there?
Oh.
Uh,
Napalm.
Napalm. So I googled. There is a method of doing it. It was in the Anarchist cookbook, and the best I came up with was some kind of weird Lego, melted Lego.
What?
Yeah, well, where's it? So DIY.
Probably not the thing one wants to be Googling too much.
No. No. Recipe for homemade napalm. No. Making napalm out of Legos. There's a YouTube channel. It's not actually napalm, but it's sticky and flammable and causes lots of fun. And lots of fun. Okay, that's
Do we need? Should we carry like melee weapons, like some machete?
machete.
Machete, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously,
Any
there's going to be there'll be no
any zombie
stakes in
knives?
there.
Hmm.
There'll be more actual machetes rather than the crappy
Yeah.
little zombie knife things. So napalm is a gelling agent and gasoline.
Mm.
Okay, so
Right.
it could be various agents.
Latex, artificial rubber,
Probably an ash.
liquefied. Ooh, napalm fueled flamethrowers.
Oh,
That sounds nasty. So, I mean, making napalm, if you can come up with a way of doing it. Here we go. Oh no, that's a comic. That's not going to help.
I think we're probably just better off sticking with Molotov cocktails, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd
probably.
be easier. I mean, that sounds kind of fraught.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does
I mean there
rather
is.
than.
It could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And probably will.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're
Yeah.
googling how to make napalm in Romania.
Yeah,
You don't know if that's going to be a red flag for anyone,
for sure.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking we need to basically steal a car or something and
Yeah. So you need
put
a
it.
7-seater vehicle. There will be bags in this lockup that you can put your weapons in. So I think if you were to leave everyone but you three in the lockup and then go looking for a vehicle, whether you're going to buy it, steal it, or I'm not sure what you want to do with that per se.
Do we have money to enough
So you have some
buy it?
Taiwanese money.
Oh,
Not actually, no. You probably haven't got much of the Taiwanese money left, and the chances of Standish having any more having Bucharest money is Romania part of the EU? It is.
Yeah.
Is it
They have
part of
the
the EU?
euro.
Yes, they have the euro. Let's have a look. Let's play. Does Romania have the EURO? That's close enough.
Seems they've got their own currency.
Yeah, it's called RON. It's the Lou or Ron? Lou Ron.
Shouldn't
It's
Nikolai have like something like like a small airplane or no?
you can fly, but what you might have is a right. Let me think. How much? There is a slight chance. I reckon there's at least a 75% chance of you having a briefcase with some Romanian money in it. As to how much, couple of grand. So if you
Oh, you
roll
mean
under 70, so
in the stash?
in the stash, you've got all these guns. There's no reason to think that you wouldn't have money in there.
Yeah.
No.
Just running currency. So a briefcase full of. Let's see. I reckon there's a 75% chance that you have got a briefcase full of money, and that money will be a 1d10 in tens of thousands. So let's go and see if you've got the money first. So make a D100 roll and get under 75%.
Was doing that?
Yep.
I guess it's you, as it's your
Yeah.
stash.
Sorry. Yes, it's your
Alright.
thingamajiggy. So under
So
75%.
D100.
D100.
100. 71.
Yes.
So you have a chunk of cash, and I reckon you've got 1d20 thousands. So roll 1d20 and then times it by 1,000, and that's how much Romanian money you've got in there. Because you've got that many guns, you're going to have cash to facilitate buying and selling.
Oh, that's 7.
7,000. So you have 7,000 Romanian rons.
What do we get in 7,000 million
That's
pounds?
not bad. I reckon we could get a beat up people carrier.
So an 8-seater people carrier for 7,000. I reckon that's doable. So it would be, how would you do that? You would go on the internet or you would Google secondhand car dealers just outside of town because they'd be cheaper in the more the cheaper parts of town. So shall we say there is so yes, you can find one for about 6,500. Roll 1d100, and that is how good the vehicle was going to be. 1 being shit, 100 being weirdly brand new.
1D100.
Okay,
63.
so not bad. 63% is for a second-hand 8 people carrier. That is 6.5 grand is actually not bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, not bad, I think. So you buy a black Chrysler what they call it? Chrysler Voyager, Grand Voyager, which are the longer wheelbase vehicles. Right-hand drive, left-hand drive, and there is sufficient seats for everyone. Drive it to the lockup, load it full of guns and rocket-propelled grenades and handguns and whatnot. One final thing is roll a 1d6 and add 1 to it, and that has how many bulletproof vests are in the lockup.
Wow.
So who wants to? There's a bag with bulletproof vests, but there is 1d6 plus 1.
Go on, I'll do it.
So a maximum of 7 vests, minimum of 2.
Keep your fingers crossed. Yes!
Oh,
Mhm.
that is lucky.
What are the odds of that?
I mean that's quite good. I mean you're going up against vampires who don't fire guns, but it is a little bit of an extra. What's that thing called?
Protection.
Protection. Yes, it'll give you something. So jump in the car. Where's the mouse gone? So you jump in the car from Bucharest, and it is a. Let's go with. Let's find out exactly how long. So that one. Brown Castle directions from BUCH. Let's go there. How long is the drive? It is
2.5.
2, 3. So somewhere between 3.5 and 2 hours and 45 minutes and 3.5 hours.
Okay.
So
That
it's getting late afternoon. You want to go and pick up some petrol anyway. What time do you want to arrive at the castle? And are you going in? So you can put your bulletproof vest on. Are you going to wear face masks or go in disguise? Or are you simply going to go in as you? Is it a case that you actually want to put some balaclavas on and go in guns akimbo?
How about we definitely hide our identities as much as possible?
So
And we go in not long after
you,
dawn.
Why after dawn? Like that time, vampires would be very
Vampires come
active,
out
right?
at night.
so it'll
Vampires
be
come out at night. They'll be wanting to be back in the coffins at sunrise. That's probably a better way. Mind you, dawn is sunrise, really. So, but the earlier we go, less chance of public, less chance of castle staff. Not that I know what time people are there, but the earlier to sunrise, chances are lower.
Yep. So you want to get there for 6 o'clock.
Excellent.
So you head off at, let's say it's 3 hours to make the maths easier. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And you will drive for 3 hours straight, arriving at the castle, which I think is probably a good place to leave it now that you are tooled up. I'm going to say you have 4 times 5 litres of petrol, rags, and ski masks. You can have 7 ski masks.
Ski mask.
Ski masks, balaclava, ski mask, that's not something that's going to be hard to get on the way. Neither is the petrol. 4 cans of 5 litre petrols. That's doable. The only thing you won't have is unless you spend. So I said machetes. So say you've got 4 machetes. Can't, that's machines. That'll do. You could spend this evening making steaks.
I think that would be
a good
idea.
And that's. Yeah, that will. I don't think that will require any skill because you're simply popping down to the equivalent of B&Q, buying some garden stakes or some small, what are those round log posts, small round log posts, thinner ones, broom handles or whatever, and a saw. Cut them in half, using machetes to make steaks. So you can make, say 5 steaks each.
Okay.
I could, making those steaks is a piece of cake, really. And we'll say you've got 4 hammers, mallets.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing that is impossible to get. The hardest thing to get was all the machine guns and stuff, but then that's obviously with your gun runner. That's something you would have access to. So you arrive in the car park at 6 a.m. and that's a good place to leave it.
Brilliant.
Good stuff.
Great stuff. Thank you, Kevin.
No problem.
Thank you, Kevin.
And then the last game of the year. What are we on? Season 21. No, session 21.
It'll be 10th December.
Yep.
3 weeks from today. Good. I'll
Outside.
put that in.
Cool.
Next session.
6 a.m. outside.
6 a.m. outside. Where?
Outside Castle Bran, with the guns, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
Cool.
this all happens. Okay. I'll put a little note in the Discord chat.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So I think that works quite well.
Yes.
And then
indeed.
ready for a full storming of the castle gates next session. Final
Yes.
session this year.
Sounds all right when you put it on like that.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, you want to go in with flamethrowers and simply, burn the castle, the stone castle to the ground. But you've got you've got 6 RPGs, which is, I don't think it's too bad.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
all good stuff.
Excellent.
Okie dokie. So the 10th of December. If anything crops up, I'll let you know. Otherwise, it sounds all right off the top of my head.
You
Fabulous.
good for that one, Rohit?
Yep, that's good. Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool. And then obviously next year will be an entirely new adventure.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Which will be Simbadum, dark fantasy stuff.
Yeah. Quite interested
Okie
in that.
dokie.
That should be quite good. Cool.
Cool.
So let me see if I can stop Craig. To stop Craig, it was general. Stop, isn't it? So as simple as that. Nope.